Pop roast, breaking news, live, yet no longer pre-recorded. Well, greetings from California.
And greetings from New York. Man, let me tell you this. I thought I was done for the day. I edited 2 videos back to back. Thank y'all for watching my Jersey review. But I took my edible and I was in bed. I was comfy. I'm coming down from my high now, thank God. But man, I was like, I need to get out of bed for this. I text Alex as soon as I heard. And then first we got the first article from TMZ, and then it was just an avalanche of all the tea. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Kenya Moore has been fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. Not put on pause, fired. Like B. Scott, they reported it. The first one was TMZ. Well, Alex was right. Yeah. I mean, we said in the last pop roast, I was like, that would be something if they fired her. And I cannot believe it. I am totally gagged.
I will say I have a lot of emotions right now. I'm disappointed in Kenya's behavior. I mean, and we've said before, as a veteran of this show, there are so many things you can make fun of. Make fun of her nails. But to make fun of someone for having an intimate life, for having a romantic moment, when you can't get a man when you pay them, is hypocritical and disgusting.
Oh, well, this is how it first started. So Kenya Moore not returned to RHOA season 16, weighing legal options. TMZ, to my knowledge, this is, the first credible blog to report this, not any other YouTuber. No shade.
Exactly. We're just letting you know where we're getting it from.
Right. So the first was from TMZ. It says Kenya Moore is officially putting down her peach for this next season, at least because she ain't coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Kenya will not return as a cast member for the rest of the production for the new season after she was sidelined indefinitely for allegedly unveiling sexually explicit posters of newcomer Brittany Eady seemingly performing fellatio. Now, TMZ was told Kenya has not been fired from RHOA. Instead, we're told both sides have agreed she's just going to take a break from the show for now. Their sources say Bravo is keeping the door open for a future return. However, we're told also Kenya is considering legal options at this point because she's not happy with how this whole mess unfolded. Oh, thank you. I was so passionate about it. I was excited. That little, she deserved it.
We will get to it. We will get to it after this. We got to get to it after a little treat for her.
Yeah, a little extra. But I'm gagged and disappointed. I actually was looking forward to this season with Kenya. Oh, God.
That was a good one. I'm now pummelsed from our TV. You better leave.
Thank y'all for the super chats, by the way.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I really think she did it. Why? Why put yourself in that position? And I get it. There's other housewives that did shit, but we got to give some ownership to Kenya too. It's not just Bravo. I heard Bravo's hands was tied. This is one source that I got. Let me open it up right quick. They said that Bravo didn't have a choice. Their hands were tied. They're already facing sexual harassment and workplace allegations, i.e., Brandy and then Summer House as well. And they have basically a no tolerance right now. So even though, production may have had a hand in it, Kenya still went along with it. And we got to call a spade on that.
And here's the thing. We who don't work for Bravo knew that. If we who only get the scuttlebutt from the blogs and the shade room, if we know that, you had no excuse. I also feel like at this point in your reality show career, Kenya, to come at a woman to slut shame at this stage in 2024, where we are now owning our sexuality in Pride Month, really? You just mad you couldn't get freaky. That's why you blew all the bull with Bolo. I won't forget that. That's why you ran and told, because Bolo didn't want nothing to do with you. I don't know what it is that repulses men from you, but stop being jealous of everybody else that can get some. And hell, she was getting men to pay. And meanwhile, now you want to talk about $1,400, you're only getting $2,000 a month in child support, which is truly a sneeze in Brooklyn's bills. But you wanted to make fun of her for $14 a hit when you're getting $2,000 a month. That's embarrassing.
Well, I just can't believe she took it to that grand scale. Yeah, okay, slut shaming, whatever. But for her to actually get documents and post the video or whatever, yes, it's available publicly, but it still doesn't make it right. She did it with the intent to humiliate her. And you did this at your salon opening? Why? That's why I'm just so disappointed.
A place, and your salon is supposed to be a safe space for Black women. Your salon is supposed to be a safe space for Black women. I thought that was a Grey Goose bottle, and I was about to applaud.
No.
And that's why I said it wasn't, just in case anybody. Ain't nothing wrong with it. This is a breaking news, and it's what? 10-something where you are.
It's 9:30. No, I'm not taking a bottle to the head. I'm just, parched.
I'm not taking a bottle to the head either. But this is very absolutely fabulous right now. But yeah. I just feel like, Kenya, we wanted to see you grow on this show and mature, like we saw Candy mature and grow from a singer songwriter to an actress, a successful actress, a successful Tony Award nominated producer. You were on that path, and to sully a place where women are supposed to feel safe, your salon, to say, oh, well, if you actually if you're a woman, but, I'll embarrass you if you actually, enjoy a little penis from time to time, just because you can't. And let's be honest, if Kenya was actually getting regular, she'd be fine. She wouldn't be, you know what? She would actually have something to do with her time. You got a whole baby to raise, and you still have time to dig and pry into another woman's sex life from eons ago. No one pries into your sex life from eons ago because it didn't exist.
Well, shortly after that TMZ headline, Kenya Moore took to her Twitter profile and she put hashtag sir.
I'm joking. The cap was on. The cap was
on.
I did it for effect. The cap was on.
Hashtag.
It's a comedy show, y'all. It's a comedy show.
I didn't see the bottom of the cap. Anyway, it said, Team Twirl forever. You are the best fans anyone could ever ask for, and I love you all so very much. Always and forever. Purple heart emoji. Now, a little bit later, because, I was thinking about how are we going to use the verbiage for the headline. Kenya Moore, it was giving, the narrative was given she wasn't coming back on her own accord. But B. Scott, they're reporting exclusive. Kenya Moore fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Season is in jeopardy. They say Kenya Moore has been fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. According to their sources, not only has Kenya been barred from filming the rest of the season, but the network is figuring out how to cut her from what's been filmed already.
It's a Cosby Show reference. You won't get it. But
I
yes,
know, right?
dig deeper, dig deeper, dig deeper. And at your age, you should be able to dig deeper. And I'm going to say, let's use Karen as an example. Karen would never. And honestly, Karen would go to production and say, I heard the women are going to bring this up. This could affect her child. Let's not. Let's nip this in the bud. This is beneath us. This is a moment when this is beneath us as Black women. Oh my God, she had sex. She had sex. Oh, let's think less of her because she had sex. Really? Really? Is that who we are? I think, and I'm really glad that we as the audience, I hope Brittany stays and finishes the season, because we as the audience, like I am so over admonishing women for having sex, but yet we applaud men for it. Who they fucking? Because they sure ain't gonna admit it's us, even though it is half the time.
So the network is figuring out how to cut her from what's been filmed already so that she doesn't appear in season 16 at all. So then, yeah.
Can you say that again? That was music to my ears.
What?
They're trying to cut her from what has been filmed.
Because it's only been a month of filming. It's basically grand opening, grand closing.
This is so delicious. It's got to be fattening.
I'm sad for Kenya. So then they say, contrary to other reports, sources exclusively tell them that there have been no talks between Kenya and the network about her returning for future seasons or other projects, and there won't be. Like this is all on lovebscott.com. Her firing comes after she allegedly posted sexually explicit images of newbie Brittany Eady performing fellatio at her hair salon opening event. We're told the moment was so shocking that the entire cast walked out as it unfolded, except for Drew Sidora. With Kenya out, yeah, they have all the tea here. With Kenya out, the network's plan for her and Porsha to anchor the newbies has been completely ruined. The door is open for other former cast members like Sheree Whitfield and Phaedra Parks to return full-time to help finish out the season, but that hasn't been discussed at this time. Phaedra's name, however, has been floated a few times about joining the girls on their upcoming international trip. Cynthia Bailey, who's currently filming as a friend, is also being considered for a promotion, but it's unclear if she'll take it. The only thing that's certain at this point is that Kenya Moore is out and won't be back.
Wow. Oh my God.
Where do we go from here?
Well, first off, that was a beautiful narration. My God, thank you for reading that, because I couldn't have, because I would have been laughing too hard. And you knew when I was gonna laugh. You knew I needed to hear those things. And can I hear you say it again? And there won't be.
And there won't be.
Oh God, oh goodness, that was like a main line to the vein.
I'm thinking they may need to cancel the season, y'all. I don't know, but we're not seeing it this year. It's just gone now. We're not seeing it this year. It's going to be 2025 now. It's off the calendar for 2024. We're not getting it in the fall. I mean, at least we'll have Potomac, Married to Medicine, and Beverly Hills. At least those are like definitely almost done and finished wrapping.
I love that you started the sentence with least and then immediately went to Potomac, because those words go together so beautifully. Least and Potomac.
Right.
Where do we go from here? Well, first, I think we have to get on the train and go to a little place where Nene Leakes said, told you so, told you so. Told you so. She said Kenya would be the end of this series. And honestly, those words are, you know what? Bring Nene back. She might have a shot in hell. I never thought I'd say it, but the way that they've already spent money. Here's the thing: they can't stop filming now because they've got to pay the girls per episode. They can't just say, "Oh, we're not going to film," because their kill fee is going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring Nene back. I never thought I would say it. Bring Nene back.
Well, I don't think that's going to be possible, but I would love to know what the audience thinks. Like, should they cancel it? Should they go on?
Hail Mary. At this point, without Nene, you might not have a show.
I will say, though, with Nene, I think it's a completely different situation. A lot of people are making comparisons to how they treated Nene, but let's not forget that Nene was also the cause of her exit as well.
Nene was in deep grief and trying to pay for her husband's cancer treatment.
This was before, like, even during the Greek trip, she just thought she was just above, like, the show at one point. Like, it was boring to her. Like, you can't just do whatever you want to do. You can't just, like, close the laptop when you don't feel like, following rules. When a housewife thinks they're bigger than the show, that's when it becomes a problem because they think they're calling the shots and they think they're not replaceable. And Bravo is here to be like, you're actually replaceable.
Has she been?
I mean, look,
looking at where we are,
but it just is what it is. They created the monster.
They did create the monster, but I will say this is kind of like that moment in WandaVision where Vision says you can't control everything and Wanda says, can't I? And looking at where the show is and where the ratings have been, I feel like it might be time. Nene said she's willing to have a conversation. Y'all ain't got really shit other options. We don't care about any of these new heifers. It's gonna take a minute for us to fall in love with them. You need Nene, right? You need Neezus. Some people might say
Not
Jesus.
Neezus.
You need Neezus. We need Neezus. You got a friend in Neezus. And I don't know what you've been told, but you got a friend in Neezus. I said, if you want people to watch your show now, you got a friend in Jesus.
Are you done?
Am I ever?
No. What was I about to say? It is hard to do this live when he does this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whew, all right. A cold cloud. Anyway. Shit. Okay, so for the people in the chat, I'm just being balanced right now. Like, we can't have, like, total amnesia to why Nene is not on the network. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not saying that I don't want Nene on there because I do. I think Nene is one of the best reality TV personalities of all time. And someone said, don't Claudia need a job? Shade. Shade.
Well, I need a job too, so I need to worry about her employing me before we put her on that show. So that's where we're going to stand with that. However, I think they have a friend in Neezus, and that's who they need to call on because you ain't got nobody. And also, Nene has grown. It's been, 5 years? She's grown. Settle the damn suit, let her back on and let her produce something. She's grown. I've grown. We've grown. I think it's, if you want to keep this, you're going to have to do something. And I don't think Phaedra's not willing to get down and dirty anymore. Phaedra is here to make a good coin off of reality television. Not mad at it. Not mad.
I'm down with Chip H. Like, really? Grown? Nene's the same person. The only thing that's grown is the antlers. Come on now.
I was going to say no, she is not the same person. Different hips, different face, different cheeks, different lips, different nose.
That's
Every
AI.
time
That is AI, and you know it. Anyway.
I can't argue with you when you're right.
The whole season is just in disarray right now. There's someone else that was talking online. Let me see the photo. They were saying, yes, the Kenya exit is real and it was her choice. It's unclear how, if at all, this will be addressed on RHOA when season 16 airs. They could just edit her out / around this. And as for reports, the door is open for a future return. I've been told that's not necessarily true. Someone else tried to, they tweeted this person. They tried to compare it to what happened on New Jersey. They said this whole thing seems overblown. Then the producer responded to them saying Danielle and Jen were both suspended after that incident and only cleared to return after an investigation. Same as Kenya's case. She opted out. It all comes down to code of conduct clauses in their contracts, which are under a microscope in the current climate of lawsuits.
And the fact that Kenya broke Georgia state law on a higher level than those girls on Jersey. Also, something I talked about on my earlier live, I think that Kenya was fired because when it's something of a sexual nature, it's looked at much more stringently, much more harshly, much more under a microscope than a plain old assault where it's like, okay, you pushed her, she bopped you. But also, I want to ask now, not to get too off topic, but just for a moment while it's on my mind, where did Danielle get that glass of water? Because Jennifer pushed her. Did she have the glass still in her hand?
It was on the table already. Like if you look at it before when they were talking, that was her drink. And when they got up, they were getting close to each other's faces. Like she was still near the cocktail table and her arm where she like hurried up and picked it up, like it was already in her hand. So then, like I guess when she pushed her, like, you're a dirt bag. I could not believe Jennifer did that. I'm so glad someone put like all the clips together of Jennifer antagonizing somebody. Remember, she did that to Melissa twice. Remember, she threw the knife or the plate and like
Yes.
when she went around the table to get in her face. She knew Melissa wasn't gonna bust a grape. Then it happened again at Melissa's house when she like touched Melissa, like she pushed her a little bit. She chose the wrong one. I was about to say bitch, but she chose the wrong one. You're a dirtbag. You're dirty. You're dirty.
I mean, and Danielle had no hesitation. When she stepped, she stepped. When she moved, she moved. I have the respect I have for her. I mean, stood on business. That is standing on business. That is saying, I wish a mother would. My God, she was like, not on today, and try me tomorrow. I'm waiting.
So, did the Staten Island come out? I think it was the Staten Island.
The Mob Wives came out. The You Think You're Crazy came out. You're never. I mean, that was also like, that was very, that was military, that reflex. It was a reflex. She had been there before. It was, I'm not thinking about it. It was boom. It was one swift hand movement. It was okay. The second I got my balance, kapow.
Like it took like a second. Like if you blinked, you missed it, because when she pushed it, she was just like, poof, like, because you saw her react. Like, this bitch really pushed me.
And her husband was standing in the back. Like when you watch the clips of them arguing, they zoom in on her husband holding her purse, standing in the back, and that's how he was able to zoom in and break it up, because he knew what was about to happen. He had seen her pop off before.
So last thing. So I know you watch Sex and the City. Like, remember the scene where
Yes.
Carrie, you already know, like Carrie and Samantha, they got chased out the bar.
Why don't you fucking relax?
Why don't you fucking relax? And I'll slap the shit out of you. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, look, you know those girls. They be drinking whiskey neats at the bar. Neat. But yeah, let's go back to Atlanta. You know what? I wish it was a fight. Because you know what? Nobody. Get up,
Karen.
Get up, Karen. Yes. Get up, Karen.
I mean, she ain't about that talk. She about that action.
Oh my God.
And it's so good to see. And also, Teresa, your days are numb. I want her back next season. I want her to slap the shit out of Teresa because Teresa ain't gonna do nothing. She will slap the tanning oil off Teresa in a reflex. In a re-fucking flex. That's who needs to whoop Teresa's ass. Because she's not gonna she can bark. She's a real good barker. Danielle is gonna go the fuck off on her like Porsha Williams.
Yeah.
She white, so she's probably had a couple charges buried before. I want to put my feelers out and see who other ass she whooped. Because the way she got her, brava.
But you saw, like, not only did she, like, get her good, that cup smashed on her head. Like,
her ear was ringing for the next 24 hours. That ear was ringing. She was acting like, oh, I'm not going to cry. Yeah, you're going to go in the bathroom and see if you can put your headphone in, though.
People under my review, there was like, she had that face where it's like, she was ready to cry as soon as she got home. And wait, someone said when Danielle was going back in the kitchen and she passed Bill, your wife is a fucking bitch. She's a dirty fucking bitch. You're sleeping with the devil. They said he just finished he put his sandwich down, folded his napkin, and got up.
He was like, I know. I mean, he like the fact that he didn't have any kind of emotional response, that lets you know everything you need to. He knows it. Yep. And he told her that night, that's what you get. I told you to stop trying people. You tried the right one. Because guess what? She can still get off this show and make money. You ain't white heifer. MJ found that out when she went out on Traders, and you found it out tonight.
Oh my God.
I said it.
Oh man, like he had that look of, what does she do now? Like, what does she do now? Let me get up. Like the way he just grimaced outside. Man.
And also, like, he didn't run, he didn't hustle. He said, oh, did y'all get physical? Like,
right. But
also, she knew she pushed her first. And he said, oh, you pushed her. So she had every right to whoop your ass. You're lucky you didn't rearrange your face. You could be on your way to Turkey right now to get a new nose.
I'm really glad for Danielle that the cup didn't really, like, scratch her face or whatever. Like, it was just a smash.
It was a plastic cup. Danielle knew exactly what she was doing. If she wanted to fuck her up, she would have. That reflex, I mean, I haven't seen that since the Army. That I am proud of her. I want her defending a border.
Someone in the chat says that Danielle was a bodybuilder model.
Ooh, I could see it.
I thought that was Rachel, but I don't know. I think the new girls are just not to be fucked with because, you know, we still got the finale where someone threw like a glass. So, yeah, it's still going to get, we're still going to get another skirmish at the end of the season.
Good. I guess that's why we're not having, now I'm seeing why we're not having a reunion. But also, I just respect her so much for that. But Kenya, You see, now we can respect Danielle for standing up for herself to a bully who pushed her. But Kenya, like, honestly, maybe you just should have shoved the heifer. You wouldn't be suspended. Or you would have been, but you would have been brought back on the show.
That's what I was saying. Like, I kind of wish it was just a fight because, you know, they both would have been suspended and they would have been able to come back. But now you can't come back from this because you crossed the line. It really sucks. And I said that we're getting so many Nene comparisons that I just feel like this is closer to Brandy Glanville. I said it before on Pop Roast. I said that, you know, they let Brandy, you know, do what she do. Like, you know, and then when she crossed the line, Bravo was like, oh, you're on your own. And they did the same thing with Kenya. Let Kenya do what she do best. Like, you know, they hit her, they smack her, and she come back with a bazooka. Let her. But she went too far. Like, she showed a video of the girl trying to sex shame her at her own opening. Like, it's just not right. And Kenya is above that. And I'm sorry. Like, I know that we love Kenya or like Kenya or we think she's entertaining, but she did it. She did it.
And so it was the actual video.
That's what I think it was. And then when I look back at her verbiage, oh, man, I wish I could find it. Like when she said, I would never, like, you know, do private videos or like,
yeah,
the fact that it was public, it was a public video that you can easily just find on the internet.
She's playing semantic gymnastics, but now she's played with her check and lost. And it's just, this is beneath her. And this is beneath any 68-year-old woman.
Kenya is 55, isn't she?
This is beneath any botched surgery victim.
You are ruthless, sir.
No, I think ruthless would be exposing someone's intimate video when you're on a worldwide television show. I think me talking about the lumpy booty that she's tried to make fun of is just public commentary.
Well, that's your opinion. It may not be mine, but you know, I respect your opinion.
I guess I can be ruthless when it comes to people who do things like that to others. I just hope Britt finishes the season. I mean, what should happen with Atlanta? I mean, them saying Sheree coming back for what? Phaedra, for why? We saw Phaedra on Married to Medicine. She ain't gonna bring no man. She ain't gonna bring no story. I don't care about her and Apollo. Apollo's got his own wife that he's cheating on, and that, you know, that cycle's going over again. I don't need to see him to go to prison a third time. I done read about his first and seen him go his second. So his third prison term doesn't interest me. So I feel like either get some new women or maybe just wait a year till you do the 16th season and actually find some women that are interesting. Or bring back Deshaun Snow, Minikue, and all the...
No. We brought back Deshaun Snow and that chick was mute at the table again. Just like she was at the season 1 reunion where she got handed her pink slip immediately after. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not, actually. So Kenya Moore just retweeted something else. She retweeted somebody that took a picture with her. I don't know who this is, but very proud of Kenya for stepping away from RHOA. As a fan, it's tough to see her go, but as a friend, I completely understand. To truly know Kenya is to truly love Kenya, and I hope more people get to see how amazing she is in her future endeavors.
Was that the sissy in the red light special panties when he got jumped by Peter and Apollo?
No. This is this guy, Anthony Dominic, some white guy. Yeah. Just saying, like she retweeted that with the
and you're not stepping away. You were given the boot. You're not stepping away when you got the boot. They put their foot in your back and said, get out. They're editing you out of what useful footage they have. And now they're going to have to spend extra money so that nobody even knows you were there. That's not stepping away. That's getting thrown away. They're literally throwing away the footage of you. Step away. The hell.
So, next question is, do y'all think that Kenya should sue the network? Put a yes or no in the comments or in the chat. What do you think?
Should Kenya sue? What do you think, honey? Should Kenya sue? Bark if you think Kenya should sue.
We have 700 people in the chat right now. Make sure y'all like the video, please, and thank you. Ooh, a lot of no's.
How is she going to sue when she broke Georgia law? She broke Georgia law. I don't know how you're going to break law, which means you violated the terms of your contract. You violated the terms of your contract, which means they may not have to pay you shit.
Yeah, I think it's a lose-lose. Like, you can't sue because then you'll never be on any type of NBC Universal again or any affiliate.
Ask Nene.
And you'll be right next to Nene in that line. Like, you might be doing Zeus shows next. So it's something.
This is Zeus behavior, so it belongs on a Zeus show.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, but isn't this something you would see as a plot line on Baddies North, East, South, West, or Caribbean?
Mm-hmm.
That's where they, demean and diminish other women, which is why we don't even review those shows, because we actually celebrate the Black women that watch us. Now, we'll have a good kiki over a weak seam or a slap with a water bottle, but we know where to keep it.
Some interesting comments. This is the biggest L of the year so far. Even Drake L wasn't this damn big. Actually, I would love to do a poll. We've had 3 big L's this year. So the first one, Drake, of course. And then I guess Kenya has an L. And Normani coming in at 91 for an album that was supposed to be anticipated. Who had the biggest L out of the 3 of them so far?
I would say Kenya, because Normani can still come out with another album. People still know her. If she puts out some good music, I mean, look at Tanisha. Look at how many different things she's come out with that may not have been considered successful. I remember when she was in Rent, and you had me watch it, and I loved Rent. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give her a chance. And, I mean, everybody was horrible on that. Everybody was horrible. Ooh, it was awful. And you even said, don't judge her by that. Don't judge her by that. So I feel like, Drake is still a multimillionaire. He has a plane. He's still going to come out with more music. I feel like Normani is a beautiful young woman, and she can still come out with more music. Kenya is fired.
Well,
at 55, it's very difficult for seniors to get jobs.
Stop it.
It's a true thing in America. It's an issue. She may have to retire early to Mexico where she could afford to live. She's going to have to sell that ditch.
I think she'll be fine. I'm just so disappointed that she's not going to be in this season, and this franchise is in trouble now. Like, should they even air what they have? Like, it doesn't make sense, because then the fourth wall would be like completely down if they include Kenya in the season.
Yeah, I mean, unless like some of the new girls are really strong enough to replace her, I don't think that.
There's no one strong enough. Like, uh,
And they really thought Porsha but I would say this: you put your faith in Porsha and Kenya, two women who are adroit liars and unsuccessful and unsuccessfully married for money. Bravo, you're the idiot.
so
You
we
put
have.
your sorry.
No, what'd you say?
They put their faith in known failures. They trusted a woman that said 265 days a year and that the Underground Railroad had tracks and stations. You trusted a woman who hired a man with a shitty toupee to come on and pretend that he was your lover when it was clear he was repulsed at the sight and the touch of you. We ain't even gonna get to that Goomba.
Well, we have two Bravo celebrities speaking up. I think they're both from Martha's Vineyard. I think Ashley Silva. I'm not sure who that is. Is that from? Is she from Martha's Vineyard? Well, she said, child, like I said, people aren't going to be happy until they are watching white paint dry on TV. Oversensitive, overzealous comments, recast, reboot, fire, cancel, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Ashley Silva is from Love and Marriage DC. Okay. I was wondering, who is this? Thank y'all.
Love and Marriage DC is the worst of the Carlos King franchises. If anybody needed a fresh cup of shut the fuck up about speaking on anything interesting, it's her. Girl, boom. I know you not talking.
Well, then Preston from Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, he said, soon there are about to be 0 black shows. Oh, never mind. I mean, I still think the only thing we have right now is Married in Medicine. That's really like just on like right here. Potomac, we'll see. They're on their last leg.
Preston, also, you sound like sour grapes. Just because your show wasn't interesting, just because you as a cast weren't interesting and had no interpersonal dynamic, doesn't mean everybody else does. What Kenya did was disgusting and out of line. She should be fired. It's okay to stand up and say, hey, what she did was wrong, even if it's a black woman. This is not, oh, Bravo's not going to have black shows. No, she got fired because she did something stupid.
Well, so far that's just what been the updates on what other people had to say. Who's in the the Bravo or reality TV show?
I mean, he is a yawn of a walrus, but gonna get on here and whine. Didn't nobody ever watch your show? Didn't I? I swear, like, I got an eighth of the review views that I would get for Housewives of Atlanta. You can't speak on that show, little boy. My God, I had 2 seasons and wasn't nobody interested. Everybody pity watched. Girl, you were a pity watch.
Not pity watch, man.
A pity watch. A courtesy watch, a watch in solidarity. I'm going to support my brother. That's what that watch was. It was not interesting. It was not good. You got 2 seasons, and honestly, everyone was like, after that second season, you were terrible. Oh, God, not the Maddie Rants off camera.
You're crazy. This is going off the rails. I was just reading what some people were saying. Anyway.
People who don't need to speak about popular TV shows. He don't know nothing about being on a successful Bravo show. You had a lead in for 2 seasons and still did nothing.
Can we move on?
Okay.
Why is he going in? Why is he going in right now?
Because I was very polite to his non-plot line. I'm just there as the token gay ass. And now you want to pipe up? Pipe down.
I cannot. Anyway, someone said Kenya's antics have been a slow roll to these lower seasons, chasing off interesting people, much like Teresa and Jen on Jersey. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Y'all are like just, y'all don't care in the comments. Oh, yeah. Someone mentioned Marlo. Oh, my God. I know Marlo has a Grinch smile in her lair right now. Like she's like Mr. Burns. I know she is just, oh my God.
Yeah, she is laughing at what?
She is taking herself out for a lobster dinner with some moet on the side. She is getting pleasure from this, probably sexual pleasure too. She would probably have her vibrator out reading the story about Kenya. Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Oh, you know Nene is smirking. You know Nene is like, told you so. I can't wait for Nene's tweet. You know Nene about to say something. It's only a matter of time.
No, let her be quiet so Bravo can just bring her back and surprise us.
Right.
I mean, ain't no sunshine when Nene's gone. The ratings dip now, she's away. Bring her back. Now that, like, I feel like also I wanted to say, ding dong, the witch is dead. Wickle witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
I don't know. Like, I feel like people just have amnesia with Nene. Like, I would love to see Nene back on Bravo, but I don't think it's never going to happen.
If you can gaze into the future and see ratings from a distance, Kenya's gonna end the show now. I just feel also Porsha with this too. They're pissed with Porsha because now you've got this, it's going to be a quickie divorce. He's not letting you film shit, not even his car. So it's not even like, with Cynthia where you had Penelope Thomas on as the interesting ex and Leon on as her interesting ex. He won't film.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, what is Porsha going to be? But, single again after you married for, 20 minutes? That wasn't a marriage. That was a sleepover.
Someone said they iced out Nene and poked fun at her situation with being blackballed and her lawsuit. Nene earned her laugh.
Mm-hmm.
See, I agree with Kesha. Nene became too difficult to work with, came to the reunions to not speak, pass. Like, I'm not going to forget that. Like, she showed her entire ass to production. Her entire ass. It's a lot of it. we said it at the same time.
That is.
We said it at the same time.
The animal kicked back in for you two, didn't?
We did not say that at the same damn time.
Just like when we said our favorite part of chicken is the thighs.
Oh my God.
That was the first time we said something and you said, I will never forget that. I loved how we both said the thighs. And then we turned to look. And it still is.
Mm. Yeah. I love a flat though. For the wing.
Me too.
I had it last night. Some some buffalo lemon pepper wings. There's a difference.
I gotta do my own wings because I'm out here. But yeah.
Y'all don't have a wing stop there?
San Francisco, they don't have anything like fast food here, which I will say is good because I don't eat a lot of fast food.
Well, I do.
I will again as soon as I have an access to it. But oh, Kenya, I really feel like I feel like if you bring back Nene, then there's a reason to bring back Sheree and Cynthia full time. It's the old gang together again. We would tune in, bring Nene back. And I think too, Nene's been out in the cold, been begging, been pleading.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she don't want to be around them Zeus girls no more. And that Bravo money, that NBC, I feel like give it a shot. Give it a shot. Otherwise, the show's DOA. Because if we don't want to see it this season, what the fuck they gonna do next? Like they're not gonna turn Sheree into an interesting or successful woman. I am on fire.
Right? Why are you like anybody can get it? Like everyone's catching strays. Like it's so crazy. Thank you, DGF627 for the super chat. Yes, this is a Tuesday pop roast. I mean, y'all still get one on the weekend because this story is definitely gonna just get bigger and bigger by the weekend.
I'm telling you now, I have a personal amount that I am going to make off this story. I'm going to be doing videos about this daily.
Not daily. I mean, it's a shame though. Oh, we got 800 in the room now. I really want this season to be great.
Nene said she would end the show, and damn it, if she wasn't giving us, tell us so, Cassandra, where has the sweetness of life gone?
Well,
the coin.
The coin. And speaking of the coin, if you want to bless our Cash Apps, they're right in the corner. Once you move the title, it's right there. $ C Diggy 1, $ I am Alexander Rodgers.
There we go.
And also,
I'm getting it.
I gotta give them. What did you say?
I was saying thank you to them.
Oh yeah. I just got to give like a big shout out to DJ Richie Sky for having me on his channel. We talked about housewives and we talked about this Kenya situation. So you can view me on his channel. We had a great talk. And y'all know I have my own YouTube channel. It's C Diggy 1. If y'all not following me.
And let me tell you, it was one of my favorite videos. It was a great conversation. They talked about Dubai and how Dubai ain't bringing it. And I love how you said, look, I love them, but if they don't do nothing this season, it's a wrap. And that's the thing, like, where I want to disagree with Preston. It's like, no, Bravo gives Black shows a chance. Let's be honest, the Black viewer can be a bit picky. Like, and honestly, y'all weren't interesting. We gave you a pity watch. We were kind of interested in Dubai, but they're not bringing it. Like, I can definitely, like, I can't stand and say, oh, Bravo canceled Martha's Vineyard because it was a Black show. It's like, no, y'all weren't bringing the ratings. Like Dubai, it's like, I'm watching and y'all are beautiful Black women and you're dynamic and interesting on your own, but as a cohesive unit, it's lacking. It doesn't have the magic that Atlanta has.
Fair. Someone said we should support diverse shows. I mean, we did.
We supported them. We supported Family Karma. I supported Shaz's Sunset. And then by the time you got here, that she was off.
Right. Well, I guess next week, starting next Monday, we'll be doing Basketball Wives. That's the Black show, but it's not on Bravo, thank God. But
Hoop dreams and heifers.
Dubai took too long to come back. Yeah. And then the ratings are just going to keep getting worse and worse.
It's not interesting. They're beautiful women to look at, but they're not, as a group, they're not interesting. Like Brooke's trying to, stir up some kind of, it's not there. And it's because Bravo plucked y'all together. You're trying to fake like you have real authentic friendships. We can see through it as long as the day is long. It's just not interesting.
And then there's just something weird about the city itself where it's just like, you feel like everywhere is just like a set. Like the whole city of Dubai just seems like smoke and mirrors sometimes. It just feels a little hollow compared to like a city with personality and like the environment they're in, like Atlanta or even Potomac. Like we can describe like the environment of Potomac. Like the cities have personality.
From Giselle's hovel to Karen's rental, we can describe the greater Potomac area. And from those who live in it, to those who rented it, to those who are on the outskirts, we can describe.
Yeah, like Beverly Hills is its own character, Like we know what to think of when we think of Beverly Hills. But yeah, is there anything else you want to share about this Kenya news? I'm sure we'll be talking about it later in the week.
I guess we've covered everything. I might do an open forum later to get other people's thoughts on it, because I'm like, I would say you should too. I think everybody should make as much as this is off of this as possible. Since Kenya's poor, we shouldn't be.
Oh God.
Did I say that out loud?
You did. You said a lot of things out loud tonight that you should have said maybe in the private chat. In the private chat. But what's said is said. The live shows are live and completely unfiltered. I'm not going live tonight because I was tired. Like I finished doing 2 videos. I woke up at 7 a.m. to do my New Jersey review. Thank y'all for supporting it. Like this has been my best Jersey video performance. Quietly inside.
Oh, yes. Well, do we have a see you sooner than, I think we both have a mutual see you sooner than.
Probably. Someone said, what about Fox Soul? What about it? What about it? Oh, also, I would love to finish Pop Rose Extra for this month of June. If you can film.
Oh, sure. Anytime.
All right. So we have Pop Rose Extra coming on my Patreon, where you get to ask us questions. You get a shout out. Or you can ask us to roast someone. And then we're on an unfiltered platform where we're completely, we can say anything we want. I love that. And you can find that on my patreon.com/cdiggy1. We're probably going to film it this week, and it'll be up this weekend as well as regular Pop Rose.
All righty. Well, I guess we will see you sooner than Bravo sees Kenya.
Yeah, I agree. First time we have the same one.
All right.